Hi everyone, it's Tuesday, January 7th. This is Lee McMahon with the Daily Moving Average video here at GlobalFXClub.com. Thank you very much for joining me. Please take a moment to look over the risk disclaimer, which should now be on your screen, and then we will go to the charts. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the CAD crosses first, because the CAD got absolutely pummeled today after softer than expected IV PMI numbers. We saw dollar CAD make a new high, 107.80. For quite some time I've been saying that this pair is going to look to establish a new trading range between 110, around 110, probably between maybe 115 and 110, as a variety of macroeconomic features start to come into play here. So this rally is really of no surprise. We held this support area very well. I had a potential head and shoulders drawn here, and obviously we never broke the neckline, so that never took off. In fact, we held this 200 period EMA very nicely and used that as a launching point to move higher. We have broken out, all right, above this resistance area. I would expect gains to continue, but obviously there's a pretty decent likelihood that we'll see some consolidation or retracement first, as nothing ever goes in one direction all the time. This dollar CAD rally did help break out Aussie CAD. Okay, broke above that 200 period EMA. I talked about that. Little blurb I put out on the website earlier today, so if you're paying attention, you caught that. Broke above that 200. We are long this pair. Their stops now at break even. Kiwi CAD also obviously had a very good day today as well. Extending up to new highs above 89, touching a high of 89.31. Same deal. I expect continuation to the upside, but I would not be surprised to see a retracement or a consolidation first. Giving me some hope for that is Kiwi dollar still looks very good. We'll get to Euro dollar. So let's do Euro CAD first. Euro CAD, I'm looking for an opportunity to maybe sell at 148, about 140 pips higher. Until then, I'm staying away from this pair. Pound CAD, had an opportunity to buy it down here. I talked about it. I passed. I took a pound dollar instead, which has been working well, but not quite as well as this one would have. I have been hyper bullish pound CAD for quite some time. I maintain that all dips are buying opportunities, all right, as we head up towards at least the 1.8 figure, if not as high as 2. CAD yen. One CAD pair that is at support right now is CAD yen. Very steep sellout today. I've been saying for a while that CAD yen is the most bearish looking yen pair that paid dividends today. Alright, we broke out of this wedge, we rallied, we retested it, and we fell down pretty hard from there. But we are now testing some significant moving average here and channel trendline support down here. So I am looking for a small bounce higher, maybe 97.40, 97.70 or so before continuation. Once we see 97 go, I would expect CAD yen to really start to sell off. If that's going to happen, we're going to need some downside motion from dollar yen. Dollar yen held that not quite last ditch support I posted yesterday. I held this 100 period EMA here on the 4-hour chart, and this ascending trend line at around 104. 104 is support, 105.40 is resistance. Basically play those levels. Ideally, I would actually really like to see something like this. All right, on dollar yen, I think that offers the most opportunities. Offers a pretty significant downside. If we look at the Nikkei, in order for that to happen, we're going to need to see the Nikkei break below 15.8. It did not manage to do so. In fact, it bounced off that level very nicely. All right, we do have some sort of ugly head and shoulders type possibility here, but that 15.8 level is key, and it really extends down to 15.6. That's the 200 period EMA here on the 4-hour chart. The other yen pairs. Okay, pound yen testing resistance right now. Its major support is this 100 period EMA here on the 4-hour chart. I put out an article on that from Daily FX. You can find that if you're interested. So far it has held very nicely, created two very nice bounces for buying. Now we need to break this 50. If we do break this 50 and this trend line, say we get to about 170, 175, that does open quite a bit of upside on pound yen. Other yen pairs. Aussie yen is really just obnoxious right now. Alright, you can see it's been trying to break down, just can't quite manage to do it, as the Aussie and the yen just won't move in the same direction at the same time, so what we get is a lot of this choppiness, a lot of reversals, a lot of sudden breaks in either direction, so this pair kind of untradeable right now. I haven't looked at Euro Yen in a while, alright. Euro yen still really processing this channel break. I would be looking for opportunities to sell. I don't know. You could get some sort of like flag type pattern out of this consolidation. You can maybe try to short it on a break of that. But not my favorite. I'm going to keep watching this one. This is a possibility. This is a right shoulder. Left shoulder head. Now we have a right shoulder. That would put the neckline somewhere around 141.70. So that's something to watch as well. Two pairs that I am watching here this evening. Aussie Swiss. We have begun to break out of its pennant. Let me zoom in so you can take a look at that. Okay, ta-da. Aussie Swiss breakout. Joining the rest of the Swiss pairs in their march higher. Swissy has been beat up pretty good today. And the other one I'm watching is Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi looking to break down. Okay. These two pairs are interesting in their togetherness. They are moderately correlated, I suppose. Aussie and Kiwi moderately correlated, Euro and Swiss moderately correlated. So they do tend to move in opposite directions. So we'll see how that exactly pays off, but worth watching. Real quick, Euro Swiss, very strong day today. Biggest day that it's had in quite some time. 124.50 is the measured move higher. I expect us to see 124.50. I would not be surprised to see a dip or a consolidation to occur first. Dollar Swiss, another breakout. Another pair that looks very good. I would look for this pair to continue onward up towards 92 and above. So look for dips to buy on Dollar Swiss. Request for Euro Dollar. Euro Dollar to me right now is processing this breakdown here. Alright, we made a new low. We kind of rallied. We're now just kind of putzing around down here. Trapped below this 200 period EMA. It's 136.53. Major selling area for me would be a nice move up towards 137 or so. That would be a great opportunity, I think, to try to jump in on this short opportunity here. Well, we'll see if we manage to rally that high. Daily chart. The 100 period EMA here on the daily chart comes in at about 135.30. I had a question about, well, I actually had a question about the SMA, so let me figure out where the SMA is. I use EMAs, but there's really no right answer. It's whichever one you prefer. That's why I got momentum. Moving average. Okay, sorry about that. So I pulled it up. It's basically the same as the EMA right now. It's right down here. As to how significant this moving average has been lately, you can see the answer if you go back and follow this blue line. Somewhat, alright, back here in November it kind of mattered. Back here in September it kind of mattered. It gets a little bit choppy around this area as well. And back in April. So I would say it's of relative significance. I wouldn't get too hung up on it though. Price has shown a pretty strong willingness to move back and forth through it. Alright, even if it doesn't necessarily sustain it, we do see that movement. So I wouldn't put a ton of emphasis on it. If you want to try to buy it down here, that would certainly be an option. But my bias on Euro Dollar remains to try to fade rallies up towards 137. Should that, actually occur, which is no guarantee. If you do, I do note that we do not have any divergence right now on Euro Dollar, which to me suggests that we have not made the low yet. So if we do get an opportunity to sell higher, I would like to do so. Alright, so that's my video for today. I hope that was helpful. As always, if you have any questions, you can find me on Twitter at Duke0777, at GlobalFXClub, or at GlobalFXClub.com. Thank you very much. Enjoy what is left of your Tuesday, and enjoy trading the rest of the week. I'll talk to you soon.